At the end of the First World War, November 11th was marked as a day to remember. Now, almost a century later, what do you remember?
My father, he served overseas during the war for 5 years, and he came back safe and sound, and so anyhow, we always took great pride in Armistice Day.
I think about all the fallen soldiers. I think about everybody that fought for our country to give us the peace that we have now.
So it just means that the people gave their life so that I can live.
Because they fought so hard for us to be who we are and where we are today.
It gives us all the freedom we have today, right? So I think it's really important.
Our men that went and fought in the war, they weren't recognized yet. So there's going to be a big honoring on November 11th. So it's going to be a beautiful day.
How important is that for us to remember?
Well, it's important for me. I don't know about anybody else.
Well, my grandfather fought in the First World War and refused to wear a poppy. My father fought in the Second World War and refused to wear a poppy. And for this reason, this is why I won't wear a poppy. Remembrance Day for me should be remembering the failure of our humanity and our democracy to have to go to war in the first place.
The community that we live in was tied to a larger conflict, something that's bigger than ourselves, and how individuals from these small communities came and to be tied to that conflict, which is very, very large. And I think that we need to think about that both on the micro and the macro level, basically.
We don't have heroes, we have young people who gave up their lives in a failed cause. And that's how I see it. And I wish Remembrance Day would stand up and say, we want to remember that this is what we shouldn't do.
Because if you don't remember history, then you're doomed to repeat it. And I just finished reading a book about the Holocaust and what went on in Germany. And I mean, you have to remember that stuff.
Can't forget. If you forget, then, well, anything could happen.
It's honoring the heroes who fought for the victims, right? Those who were weak and could not maybe fight for themselves, or who needed help in fighting for themselves.
Because of people like my uncles that went and fought over there, I can talk bad about my government. You know, I've got that freedom.
Charles Hardy, Edmund Harrison, and Robert Hasty, they're just a few of so many. Whether you see them as heroes or victims or both, it's important we don't forget.
The world remembers at VIU, lighting up Ladysmith and an Arbutus RV Island Adventure at the Englishman River.